The winter of that year had arrived with brutal force. The wind sliced the skin like invisible blades, and the streets of the small town looked abandoned under the heavy, gray sky. It was in this setting that Dr. Raphael's phone rang, echoing through the empty office. He answered without hesitation. The call was from the Children's Hospital in the countryside, more than 100 kilometers away. On the other end of the line, the nervous voice of the hospital director barely concealed her desperation. "Dr. Raphael, we urgently need you. There's a child here, something we've never seen before." Those words were enough to make Raphael jump out of his chair. Within minutes, he was on the road, facing the dense fog and slippery tracks. As he drove, his mind raced. What could be so urgent? Accidents were common. Infections, traumas, poisonings. He had seen it all. But what awaited him there would be unlike anything before. When he arrived at the hospital, Raphael was met by a visibly shaken team. Their faces were pale, and their eyes reflected a mixture of fear and fascination. Hurriedly led through the cold corridors, Raphael felt a chill that had nothing to do with the weather. Something strange lingered in the air. Finally, he reached the room where the patient was, sitting on the bed, swinging her legs as if she were at a playground. Was a girl of about 8 years old. Her messy blonde hair framed an angelic face, with soft features and penetrating blue eyes. But what really caught Raphael's attention were the marks scattered across her body. Bruises, cuts, scratches, and most shockingly, the fingers on her left hand were dislocated, bent at a grotesque angle. And yet, she smiled. No sign of pain, no tears, no fear. Raphael approached slowly. "Hi, princess. What's your name?" he asked, trying to sound welcoming. "Emily, sir," she replied sweetly, as if she were at a picnic. "Are you feeling any pain, Emily?" She shook her head, still smiling.
"No, I'm fine. Can we play later?"
Shock overwhelmed Raphael. It was impossible. Those injuries were severe enough to make any adult scream in pain. But Emily was different. The girl's mother, Mrs. Miller, was there, her hands trembling and her eyes red from crying. "Doctor, she's been like this since she was little. She never cried over anything. She broke her arm when she was 3, and we only noticed because she started using it as if nothing had happened." Raphael mentally noted every word. No pain, no fear, no normal reactions. The case was far more serious than it seemed. Without pain, Emily lacked the natural protection against life's dangers. Without fear, she exposed herself to risks without understanding the consequences. She was like a little bird flying without knowing the sky could hold storms. That very night, Raphael admitted Emily for a series of tests. He knew he was dealing with something rare, perhaps unique. But deep in his heart, he felt something even greater, a calling. Emily was more than just a patient. She would become the defining mission of his life.